Joining me on NYSE Floor Talk today is Sean Gleason. He is the president of Professional Bull Riders. Sean, welcome back to Floor Talk. It's great to have you.
Judy, it always starts my year out right, getting to sit with you.
Same. So Sean, Anheuser-Busch, through Bud Light, was PBR's first big partner when the sport was founded 30 years ago. So tell me, is this sort of a homecoming for AB and PBR?
I think so. I mean, they were the partner from the very first ride of the PBR. It was the Bud Light Cup. Our first trophy that we bought for like $40 at a thrift store, I think. But you know, AB was so instrumental in the growth of the PBR. To have them back now at this point in our development and their marketing strategy, it's just fantastic. I'm excited.
So now, in addition to AB, you announced about a dozen new deals, and your sponsorship business has grown about 50% since the pandemic. So tell me, what accounts for the sport's success?
I always say we push the rock up the hill every day. You know, we win our fans one at a time, and since the pandemic, you know, we were one of the first sports back during the pandemic, and we worked really hard, and people started paying attention. And I think the values that the Cowboys represent, the fact that they don't have guaranteed contracts, and then what they do, it's one of the most exciting sports. You're wrapping it a good entertainment experience, and we're starting to win our fans 10 to 100 at a time now. And so it's been phenomenal growth over the years, but we've really seen an uptick the last couple.
All right, so you released a brand new campaign with Cole Hauser, who plays Rip Wheeler on Yellowstone. So why Cole, and how do you describe the new campaign?
You know, we decided, and really for the first time, that we were going to bring an outside third-party voice in to help tell our story about our great Cowboys and the PBR brand. And there's nobody that I'd rather have do that than Cole Hauser. I mean, he actually got on a bull for a movie scene. He's a cowboy to his core, and he plays one of the most iconic and recognizable tough cowboys on television. And so he's become a very close friend and an integral part of our brand, and we're happy that he's helping us tell our story to millions of new fans.
So you have an exciting event happening at MSG this weekend, and Dana White's bull Twisted Steel is going to be there. Tell me, how important is it to have well-known bulls participate in the sport?
Well, the bulls are half of the score, and they're equally as important as our riders. We always say there's two great athletes in every ride. One of them's a human and one of them's a bovine. And so the bulls have always been an integral part. And the promise that we make to fans is that we're going to put the best bull riders on the best bulls. So you can't have what we do without the greatest bulls on the planet. Twisted Steel and Dana's ownership of that bull has been a fun thing to watch. And Twisted Steel's a great bull. So looking forward to seeing him out tonight.
All right, now Sean, you have been with PBR for actually most of the sport's history. Tell me, how many years has it been, and what keeps you excited?
It's been 24 years, and I think what keeps me excited is the opportunity to continually reinvent the sport and find new ways to bring it to a new customer. Western sports and the Western lifestyle are kind of fading into rural and obscurity in some areas of the country, but when you come to Madison Square Garden, wear your cowboy hat and have people recognize you when you're walking down the street as part of the PBR. It's just rewarding, and to share the cowboy values and our story, it's a great opportunity for us, and that's what keeps me going day in and day out.
All right, and finally, tell me about the event that's happening at MSG this weekend, and tell our fans how they can watch it.
Yeah, 17 years at Madison Square Garden, and we've come a long way since those first years. And you know, I feel like it's the Tim McGraw song. I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me when we started at Madison Square Garden, and here we are in year 17. We bring the best bulls and the best athletes on the planet to one of the most iconic and recognizable venues in the world. It just doesn't get any better than this, and so we're excited. Year 17 is going to be our best ever.
All right. Well, always wonderful to talk with you. Great to see you, Sean. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thanks for having me.